David Locke with Locke Key Associates at Keller Williams, and I have my friend and business colleague, Janice Lachman. Janice, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And Janice is an interior designer and also worked for Scalamandre, a very illustrious textile design firm. So tell us a little bit about what you've done in your career, because I know it's been amazing. You even were a Fulbright scholar.
Oh, thank you. Well, I was very fortunate. I started out going to a private school in Michigan, which was heavily invested in the arts.
Wow.
And it was part of the Kingswood School, Cranbrook. And I was on a handloom, a Swedish handloom, in 7th grade. I took to it like a duck takes to water. And I actually won a National Scholastic Gold Medal for a Raya rug that I wove.
Oh, how cool.
So I knew that started me off on my journey, and I knew I wanted to do something with fabric and color and design. And then I basically was at Syracuse University, textile design major, and I was working away at my drafting table senior year. My professor walked in and said, "Does anyone want to apply for these Fulbright scholarships?" I didn't even look up. I was, yeah, fine, give me one, you know. All right. Push came to shove. I was headed for the island of Sri Lanka.
Wow.
And I had 2 marvelous years in Southeast Asia, researching textiles. India was a gold mine. Thailand was a gold mine. Then I came home and went to New York and began my career. And I did work for Scalamandre. I was their design director. I actually worked for J.P. Stevens.
Fantastic.
And that's what brought me to South Carolina.
And Scalamandre, for many of you may not know, they actually did a lot of the textiles that were in the White House. So your historic reproductions and things like that. And where are you from originally?
Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So how did you get from Michigan to New York to Anderson, South Carolina?
Okay. So, as I said, I was working for J.P. Stevens in their New York office. I was the Utica Division stylist, and I had to fly to, they had a plant in Seneca, Clemson area. So I had to fly down 2 or 3 times a year to supervise the printing of the sheets and comforters for the Utica brand. Well, aside from my love of design and interiors, I have been a passionate horsewoman my whole life. So I would fly into Greenville, get in the car, start driving towards Clemson, and I was like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. I was like an alcoholic that needed a drink. I have to get on a horse. So I made some phone calls, and I was introduced to 2 sisters who own a large farm and boarding facility in the Williamston-Anderson area. So I called them. Long story short, we became great friends. I would fly in, do my work, and then I'd spend the weekend in Anderson riding horses and enjoying the time. So that's how I came to Anderson.
That's wonderful. And how long have you been in Anderson now, full-time?
4.5 years.
Fantastic. And we just love having Janice here. And tell us a little bit about your interior design, because I know now you're a full-time interior designer.
Yes.
So what is the type of interior design that you do? Who's your ideal client?
Okay, well, I do small jobs, I do large jobs, I do residential, and I don't do commercial like airports, but you know, I could do an executive office type of thing. I don't, my taste level is my style. I'm not locked into traditional, contemporary, and my ideal client is someone that has a vision and allows me to follow their vision. And I always say to people, it's my job to make you happy. I don't necessarily follow trends, like if sage green is the in color, but maybe the client doesn't like green.
Right.
So I find out what they truly love, and it's my job to make it beautiful.
That is fantastic. Well, if you need interior design services, Janice can certainly help, and then I can sell your house. So tell us, if somebody is looking to come to Anderson, to the upstate, to the Greenville area, what would you say would be a big draw? What's the number one thing that you would tell people about Anderson, why you should live here?
Okay, I find that Anderson is a very welcoming community. It's basically a safe community.
It is.
and it has a lot to offer. You have some very nice restaurants, a lot of community events going on, but yet you're close enough. If you want a big city experience, you just get in the car and in half an hour, 40 minutes, you're in Greenville. I mean, even Atlanta is not that far.
2 hours to Atlanta, to Charlotte, to Asheville, 4 to the beach.
So it's a one, or even Aiken. If I want to run down to Aiken to go fox hunting, it's a 2-hour drive.
Sure.
So it's a wonderful central location. And of course, you can't beat the weather.
That is true. And we're getting ready to have an ice storm, we think, this weekend, which is very unusual.
Highly unusual.
Well,
yes.
Janice, thank you for being my guest.
Oh, you're welcome.
And it's so great. We love having you in Anderson.
Oh.
And again, I'm your realtor, David Locke, with Locke Key Associates at Keller Williams.